it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Purdue's offense takes the field. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Back to pass. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, live to fight another down.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Boilermakers in the hurry up. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's busted. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the down after recovering the fumble. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And they're going going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well.
There he goes. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll try to do it himself. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on first down. Grabs it in the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Boilermakers are in the hurry up. Wide receiver comes in motion. The quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
It's complete. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Osborne. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yard.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They were... Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Okay, ready? Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keep swinging it. It's complete on the right side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
This time he's got it. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Fights off a defender. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Purdue! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play at 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The ricochet off the left, upright and through. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Unloads quickly.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 3rd. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Quarterback may change this route. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try to get outside. Got a little space. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
They've given up some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So,
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense.
Okay, ready? 42.
Gets the back moving. Looking for space. Hits Estrada. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that.
Found the seam on the left. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sends it back in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flips it out to the back. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The Fighting Illini pinned deep in their own territory, trying to find some breathing room on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Osborne. There he goes. The 50. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Illinois right back to the line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Illini! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying...
Breaks free! Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the